Oh, welcome, bow betters. Welcome, people. Welcome to the stream. I'm going to light up my cigar. I'm going to start up right away. You can hear a lot of shit going on. It's Saturday, and it's day for people to do shit, you know? So we're cutting the grass. I set up the sort of sale here at, let's see. You can see the sale at Cantina Lopez. Cantina sort of taking, I'm worried about that anchor point right there, right? So I sort of hooked it up to the gutter retainer, and I'm a little worried because it's not really designed, probably, it's not weight bearing, right? It's not really designed to take a lot of weight. It is windy today, right? It's a little windy today. Let me get myself there. Yeah. Yeah, nobody's here. Nobody's here. I could actually monitor the chat here. Oh, yeah, let me do this. I forgot to do this. Oh, wait. My phone's getting a good Wi-Fi. Oh. My phone's getting a good Wi-Fi. Let me check it out here in the stream. Welcome, people. Welcome. I'm doing La Patisserie again. We're doing another cigar here. Because I got a lot of these. Not a lot. I have a box. Right? Give me a moment here. Let's see if I could hear shit. Yeah, I could hear shit. Awesome. Yeah, I could hear shit. Awesome. I could hear stuff. Why am I stressed? I got nothing to be stressed about, people. Nothing to be stressed about. Maybe just doing the sale, and I have to deal with my mom. My mom's like, didn't really have an activity for her. Went for a walk. Yeah, these times I got to still make lunch soon here. Fortunately, I got some fortunately, I have some chile rellenos already done. I got some chicken that's already made. I got some tortillas. All I really need to do is hook up some rice, some veggies, and do some veggies, little corn and some veggies, and we're good. Lunch is made. That'll be lunch for me too. I got some old roast pork carnitas made like Mexican style that I get from Aldi's. That's pretty good. That'll work, guys. That'll work. We're in it. We're in it to win it. Here in the cantina. Let me do this. Oh yeah, there we go. That's a little better, huh? You got a little side view of me. Actually, I could go regular view, but then I have to go over here to the computer, right? So I got the computer going. Hey, who's Yanela? Yanela, what's up, Yanela? What's going on, Yanela? Appreciate you coming on into the stream. Hopefully you're having a beautiful day. I'm going to smoke this beautiful cigar here. We've had this here numerous times. I'm drinking coffee today because I'm sober. No more beer drinking, unfortunately, or wine. Maybe a special occasion. When I go to Italy, you know I'm having some wine. Bree Jones, what's up, Bree? Or is it Brea? Brea or Bree? Bree, my niece, one of my nieces is named Bree, but it's spelled completely different. I think it's similar. No, it isn't like the cheese, which is Brie, right? The French cheese. She's probably heard that before, and then she's going to take off. Yeah, just like all the women in my life, but that's okay. I'm an old man. That's the best part about being an old man. We do not care if the women leave anymore. They can go. Women are going to hate me for saying that, but it's the truth, right? When you get older, there's fewer women, right? Probably for some, but they're not. It's not as I'm more worried about that anchor point on the sale than I am girlfriends, boyfriends, my romance, which I already have a girlfriend, so I don't have to worry about that aspect of life, right? She's even too busy to see me. Talked about that. Nice little cut here. B cut, that's all we need. God, oh God. Bray Jones. Bray Jones. Bray is her mom. Okay. My mom is Lisa or Felicita. That's still the tough part of lighting this thing outside. I don't know if this torch is on. Oh, I hear it. I hear it. I sort of see it. Oh, he's Evan. What's up, Evan? Evan's using his mother's account to get maybe some UFC picks. Evan, are you watching the UFC, Evan? I like Evan. Evan as a name. Evan, you watching UFC, buddy? You want to know what my fight that I'm really interested in besides the main event? You know what fight's really good tonight or this afternoon, depending on where you're at? When did the fight start? I'm gonna have to take a look here after I light this cigar here. Yeah, I still hear the flame coming out of it. And notice I still hold it away. Yeah. There we go. Flame on. That smells so yummy. So I'm getting a little toast. See, I'm getting the little ring, the toasted ring there. He's 10. Sometimes. Evan, you're not supposed to be in here, buddy. You're 10 years old. Go outside. Go outside and play. Get on your bike. Isn't there some baseball you could be playing? Maybe some basketball. Head to the boys club, the community center. Evan, you don't need to be watching this stuff. Technically, you're not supposed to be here, but hey, you're using your mom's account. Right now, you're Bray. I don't know. You are. He is outside. All right, cool. You on the bike? You're on the skateboard? You got the scooter going? The one wheel? What are you on? What are you riding? You rolling? He's rolling. They hating. They're trying to catch him dirty, ride him dirty. Oh, man, he's on the bike. He's on the bike like GTA style. Ding, 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 ding. Are you going to get GTA, Evan? Yeah, I'm going to have to turn this torchy up here. Okay, there we go. It's hard to see when you're outside, this torch. You don't even know if it's on or not. Smoking some gas. You're 10 years old. Are you smoking some gas? Or no, Death is smoking some gas. Well, you already have GTA? You don't have you have GTA 3, though, or Vice City. You don't have the new one. The newest one's coming out soon, isn't it? Da-na-na-na. This ain't gas. This is a cigar. I'm using some gas to... It's lit. This thing's probably really hot right now. 5, 6. He wants 6. What do you want? 6? Oh, GTA 6. So he's on playing GTA 5. That's right. See, that's how old I am. Old Evan, GTA. What's Evan's favorite part? What's your favorite part of GTA? What do you like doing in GTA, Evan? Tell me, little man. Tell me, little bud. Tell Uncle Bob better. Tell Uncle Rob what you want to do. What do you need to do, Evan? You like beating up the ladies on the street? You like mugging the gangbangers? You like stealing the cars? You like going on the missions? What do you like to do? You like running from the cops, hiding from the cops, running and hiding? What's your favorite part? Once he doesn't say yes, he likes yes, yes, yes. He says I don't know, and then he's yes on everything. My favorite part, I love beating up people, and then the cops would come, and then of course the cops, running from the cops is always problematic, you know, because then like you have to hide. You could find a place to evade them, right? But you have to hide, right? And then hiding is sort of wasting time. So that's what we did, and I've mentioned this before with my nephews and stuff, is that we had to have like, we took turns and we had a time limit. So we had like a 5-minute or a 10-minute or a 15-minute time limit. And our favorite was to find one of the jumps, and then we would see who would go furthest, and we'd sort of gamble on that. Like that was our favorite, was like finding a big jump, and then, you know, because it would tell you how far you went, and then we would compete to who goes the fastest. And then we would also see who could beat up the most people in 5 minutes. Like you got 5 minutes, and whether cops come, how many, and the cops included too, how many people you could beat up in 5 minutes. That was another one that we liked doing. And then we gave more points for certain people. Like if you killed a cop, you got more points, right? But yeah, that was our favorite part, was doing the jumps and then beating up people. That was our favorite. Hit the like button if you guys are on in here. Hit the like button. Get my likes up, please. Listen to me. Get my likes up, please. Like I'm in any position to fucking demand anything. I forgot how good these cigars are, man. I keep forgetting like how good all my cigars are. It's like someone says, yeah, I know what Fortnite is. I'm not a big fan of Fortnite. I think that my nephew is really good because he was an awesome builder, and I think that that aspect of the game is underrated. And now the building part isn't as important. And then it's just a shooter game. Like after a while, hello, yeah, Bray, you said hi a while ago, dude. You said hi. I know you're there, Evan. I know you're there, buddy. Chill. All right. Don't be too sick in the dogs on me. All right. I'm here. I like this setup. This is going to be the setup for the summer, where I just have my laptop on the side here and I'm going live on the phone, because it gets more random people. Like, I'm worried about that anchor point over there. Keep on mentioning it. Definitely taking that down at the end of the night, but even over time, I'm worried about it. I'll figure something else out. It works. It works. I think that's a better solution than the other solution I had. And then, yeah, I think that's okay too. I could release everything very quickly. I could take down this sale very fast. Been live 14 minutes. It doesn't tell me how many people I got in here. Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, the guys aren't here as usual. People aren't here. Oh, there it does. Whoa. I got 2 people in and 2 people liked it. Let me zoom it up on my nose, the nose here. Get some of those out. I need one of those machines. What is 3? Are you leaving 3, 2, 1? What are you doing? Evan, you counting down to when you take off here? My favorite GTA was San Andreas. They can't really do any better than San Andreas. 1. Or is he on 3? Is he on 1 already? That means you're gone? Evan, thanks for coming on in the stream. I appreciate it, buddy. You weren't supposed to be here, but we haven't swore. All I'm doing is smoking a cigar. You're allowed to be around adults smoking a cigar, although this is an adult-focused channel. We appreciate having the kids. Send your mom through next time, buddy. Let Mrs. Jones know that we got her here. Help her with all her questions. Your dad smokes. Cool. Does he smoke cigarettes, marijuana, cigars? I only smoke cigars now. And I used to when I was young, when I was really young. In fact, when I think I was like your age, I smoked cigarettes. Don't go and smoke cigarettes just because I said that. I used to get sick doing it. I did it because I thought I was cool, and I would even do it by myself, which was odd because you don't really think you're cool when you're smoking them by yourself. But I think I used to just get, oh, he said all. Yeah. All right, cool. I sort of got buzzed and I used to smoke cigarettes, and I still do. Like if I smoke a cigarette, I'm usually pretty drunk, and it's definitely giving me a head rush. Right. So and I haven't smoked a cigarette since last summer, so almost a year. It's been a while. Yeah, once I drank a beer, yeah. You're not supposed to be drinking beer, although I started pretty damn early too. Evan, you're on a slippery slope here, buddy. You're on a slippery slope, and you got your dad around you, so hopefully your dad helps you out, get away from some of the things that you're already starting to do. You don't need to be smoking cigarettes and drinking beer and thinking of beer. Oh, you drank a beer on accident. Yeah, that can happen. Fortunately, it was a beer and it wasn't like some hard liquor, because a lot of times they mix spirits or hard liquor into sodas and other stuff, and that stuff can get you really sick. You get really drunk, really sick very easily. I'm fully charged. He said I already hit. You already hit. I don't even know what you're talking about. I don't support any of that stuff, especially if you're so young. Like I started at a young age, and I don't think it was a good thing. I don't think it was very positive. He said he already hit puberty. I don't know when puberty hits a young man. It's possible 10 years old, not 12. Again, I don't really know. Like I think puberty stands for some kind of, it's not really an age. It's a biochemical sort of state. And what that means in a young man, I don't know. I'd have to chat GPT in it. I'm just not interested in that topic right now. I think my son is out of puberty, and he's definitely older than you. By far. Yeah, 10 to 16. Yeah, I'd have to agree with you. Evan, you're very smart on that. I think that is sort of the window where I would imagine it. But that might also mean that you could become a father, Evan, at 10 years old, which quite is possible. I'm certain it's happened someplace before. Certain it has happened that a 10-year-old has become a father. It's fucked up, but it certainly has occurred before. Today will be a day for an early lunch. Let's see when the fights start. Let's see here. UFC first fight. It's at 6:15, so we got plenty of time, people. Plenty of time for the fights. Plenty of time. Hours and hours for the fights. I'm just gonna have an early lunch because I'm hungry. I've been hungry lately. I've been drinking. I quit drinking the beer, and that all those empty calories you replace with sugar, which a lot of food is. There's so much sugar in our food. Even if it's non-processed, like I just bought some tea that said natural flavors and things like that, it still has like sugar in it. I ate some pancakes today. There's probably sugar in the powder. I had maple syrup, Canadian maple syrup, like Canadian maple syrup, and some sausages, and I'm certain there's sugar in the sausage, even in the meat. Mm. Now, these La Patisserie are really, really nice cigars. These are just really nice, just full of flavor. Right? I just prefer cigars like that. Not like my Connecticut shades. I like that little, soft, creamy, like, vanilla root beer sort of flavor occasionally, or cashew. I like that flavor profile of a Connecticut without a doubt, but something that's like this is just up my wheelhouse. It's just more of my, my spectrum of taste. We're going to do some concrete pouring, it sounds like, next door. He's building a fence. He needs to build that fence so that the kids, that it's safe from like the kids and stuff. So many kids walk by there. And for privacy. Got the blower on the backpack. Yeah, they got to clean up that area. Although I don't know what he's doing. I assume that he's getting it cleaned up to pour some concrete. It's a little wind today. I didn't know that it mattered if a little dirt got in there or how clean did it needed to be cleaned, but it's probably better to clean your surface area. Whatever you're fixing or working on, it's always better to clean it, right? I'd hate to put this down, ash it. That's what. Oh my god, great flavors. Perfect with this coffee, man. Go out and get you this Casio. If you could find it for as cheap as I did, I don't think you're gonna find it as cheap. I got it on sale, right? So it was. I think it's close to like just under $20 now. I paid $10. This is the best $10 watch I've ever fucking bought. Completely waterproof, plastic, light, tough. Took it surfing. This is my go-to travel. I even use this at work now. This is my go-to watch. Use this sucker. It's all I need. It's got military time on there if you need the military time. Doesn't have like the best illumination, like so you won't be able to see the loom, but it's still a fantastic watch. What's up, Vision at Aiden? Sup, clown? What's up, clown? Clowning, that's right. I'm a clown. Ha ha ha. I'm so funny. I'm good. I'm glad you got a little comedy. I'm glad you came in and had a little laugh. Hit the like button if you're doing that, all right? Sub, maybe I'll make you laugh a little more, all right? Sup, clown? clown car. Let's get in the clown car, people. Vision Aiden probably doesn't even know what a clown car is. Let's hop in the clown car together, people. Let's get to the show. Welcome to the show. The clown show, all right? There's nothing wrong with the clown show. People hire the clown for birthdays. They hire him for parties. Right? Nothing wrong with the clown. I'm gonna need more coffee. Coffee's really good. You got all the Arabica. I think it's Sumatran. It's a Sumatran dark coffee. There goes Yash. I'm going to smoke this a little bit, then I'm going to go and get my coffee. So yeah, 1/3. Pretty nice. I'll get some coffee. A little sore from my workout yesterday, my little leg workout. It's good though. Take a little walk today. Not going to do one today. We'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it tomorrow. We'll do it live. Trying to take this band off now before the cigar expands too much. I can't do it. I like keeping the rings whole if possible. And keeping them at least full. You mentioned I got a jar I put them in. Sup, clown? Hearts, give me a little heart. Appreciate that. Thank you, thank you, thank you. You lost Evan. We got 2 people in here. You come on in, please hit up the like button. We haven't talked any MMA because no one's come in to talk about any fights. Who would win, Khabib or John Jones? Who would win, Aspinall or Cyril Gane? Who would win, Valentina Shevchenko or John Jones? Who'd win, Chuck Norris or Bruce Lee? Who would win, Superman or Iron Man? Fetch Jabroni. Hey, Jabrain. Fatah. John Jones would beat up Valentina? What if John Jones was super high? What if he were drunk? Man, John Jones on cocaine must be a super scary thing. Maybe not. Maybe it calms him down when he's all on drugs. He's like defused, right? And he's like not helpless, but he's not going to hurt anybody. Like he's, it does the opposite of what it does to some other crazy people. But Fateh Jabrani. Jabrani sounds like jabroni. He's a jabroni. What? Jabran. Where the sail here is going to work. It's working now. And there's a little wind. But it's going to work when it's summer and there's no wind at all. This thing, as opposed to tent, is going to be better. Because the tent's got some stands and not able to put it where I need to put it at. As long as the wind is coming from the east, which is our lake over here, which is like the lakeside, which is behind me. The lake is this way. I'm here in Chicago. Where are you people at? Where are my 2 or 1 guests? Do I have 1 guest or 2? I cannot tell. Bless you if you made it in. Bless you. Blessings. Saturday blessings. What are you guys gonna have for lunch? What's on the menu for lunch, people? That's the other thing I want to build and get is like a bird feeder. Hear all the birds around us. I want to be able to see if I could attract some birds to come a little closer. Ooh, there's when the wind goes stronger and it gets in there and this thing goes up, it scares me. But I think it's going to be okay. I think it's going to be all right. Because I'm going to take this sail down daily. All right, and just direct it back the next day. No problem. And it's sort of good for the plants too. The plants get a little sun on one side. I got some plants over here. Let me show you. A messy table. Right, messy table with the ashtray, coffee cup, cutter, lighter. Oh, why isn't it like showing? Oh, because I got it the wrong way? Oh, I didn't intend to get it that way. There we go. Yeah. Yeah, there we go. There's the computer. There's the sail. There are the plants. Coffee, lighter, cutter. Got to paint the deck too. Yeah, there I go. Man, this thing's burning fast. 35 minutes. Maybe I'm also like smoking it a little quicker. I always smoke it a little too quick. Smoking too fast. Not really relaxing and enjoying the cigar enough. Come on, baby. Almost there. Okay, don't do this at home, people. Ooh, almost to a little tear there. There. I love the little spice that it has. Love it. Rich, luscious. This will be the last La Patisserie. I'm going to open up the box of Maduros I got of the La Paulinas because I got a whole box of those that I got to start to smoke through those and see. Hopefully, they burn better than some of the Lucy's that I got. Sort of hungry already. I got plenty of food. Yeah, I like this. The sail. The sail is nice, man. Being in the shade, being outdoors. I like the sun. I don't love the sun, but I like it. But I like being here under the shade a lot better. And it's working pretty good. Working pretty good. It's holding up okay. I mended one of the little poles that I have to hold it up. Yeah, you did all right. Did all right, people. What's interesting is I never get any of the my previous MMA fans and even my cigar people really come in now, smoking cigars, and they rarely come in. It's all right. Ooh, some birds. They're always fighting over here. Very territorial, the birds. That's why I'm glad in Jurassic Park. Whoa, the sail goes up. In Jurassic Park, that they finally like started using the pterodactyls and other birds in there, because the birds would have been dangerous in the prehistoric period because they could fly and then they're vicious, like you're a little worm to them, and it's hard to escape them. Like you'd have to be in a cave. That's why people went in the caves. They're like one way in, one way out. And they'd have to fight against more apex predators, which is dangerous too. And then they had to worry about insects. Imagine like insects in the prehistoric era. Like, fuck, anything could have killed you back then. That's how we didn't survive. That's why we had to wait till that age. It wasn't just the dinosaurs we had to worry about. I think we had to worry more about the insects that were around in there. Imagine how big some of the insects might have been, like a giant, like weird ant or a scorpion or any of the other little critters that, a spider. If a spider was as big as your table, didn't even need to be as big as your, big giant spider. It didn't need to be like as big as a dinosaur. It could have just been as big as your table. It still would fuck you up, right? A spider that big would have easily been a danger to you. Praying mantis, like waist high, would have fucked you up. Little uneven burn, but that's okay. That's being outdoors here because it's well rolled. Look at that, like uniform. It's not an issue. Not going to be a problem. Do not relight these things. Do not go and try. Whoa, that sail goes up. That sail goes up. Look at the little wind. Then it goes down. Yeah, the wind scares me because the sails on these anchor points that are not like the anchor points I got it on, two of them are not very good. They're okay, but they're not great. butterfly. I love seeing butterflies. Good flowers attract the butterflies, right? I wonder if that works. I transplanted some of the flowers here into a little pot. We'll see if they're going to work. I might go live again before the fights indoors. We'll see. Maybe I'll have another cigar. Maybe, maybe. Smoke them, love them. Smoke them if you got them. We got them. I got cigars for sure. Yes, I want to go do reviews and I want to smoke something different, right? I think that's where my palate and I like smoking new things, but man, it gets expensive. Cigar smoking is literally an expensive hobby. You are burning money. Then again, you're doing the same with weed, right? If you're a weed smoker, you're just burning money away. Hopefully you enjoy it, just like I enjoy the cigars. See where that vein was. That's okay, that vein. They didn't pull it. Still was a good wrapper. I could tell this was a really good quality wrapper on here. Nice and thick. Probably taken from the top of the plant, right? The top of the plant might have a thicker leaves, right? Used a little bit more for wrappers. I was thinking of going live on OnlyFans for free, but what's the point? Like, if I'm gonna see if I could go live at multiple platforms here, just for the hell of it. So be live on TikTok, live on Twitch, all simultaneously. I'm gonna figure it out on OBS this week. So I'll be live on all the platforms, even though nobody joins me. And then I'm going to experiment with, I got to try to get the sound, like try to get multiple mics going, which I think would be cool too. Whoa. Yeah, that bird wants a bath. A bird wants some food over there. Oils from the cigar, mixing with the oils from the coffee. If I like dark, rich coffee and big, rich Abraca beans, or the darker beans. What kind of beans? Who's by the sub? Drop your big ass. Who wants to be by the sub? Connected. Yeah, so when I check my texts, it cuts off the stream. Interesting. I didn't know that. Didn't know it would do that. Yummy, yummy, yummy. Yeah, see, the cigar corrected itself, right? So if it starts to burn unevenly a little bit, just let it be. It's going to correct itself. 9 times out of 10. Yeah, this cigar smoked quick. It isn't as thick as most of the cigars. It isn't as large of a ring gauge as I normally smoke. And I'm getting hungry. I'm getting a little hungry. $369 subscribers. Wow, moving up in the world. 369. 369. Only 400 and something videos. That's cool. That's cool. Get there. When is June 3rd? And look here on something, people. Today's the 31st. That's Tuesday. Sweet. Got a phone interview on meeting on the 3rd. Tuesday, which works out fine. Nobody else came in. Maybe I'll have a sandwich for a snack. God damn, the cigar is good. Good ass cigar. Yeah, so the first fight, people, is going to be at 6 o'clock. Not interested in that women's match. Not interested. Bunch of women's match. People underestimate some of the card here. Like, not the Zachary's Dusko Todorovic, and I know why Todorovic is not, but Caitlin Vieira, Macy Chiasson. It's a good fight. Justin Jacoby and Bruno Lopez, good fight. Billy Ray Golf versus Ramiz Brahimaj, underrated fight, man. That's going to be a banger. Gamrot Ladovic, good ass fucking fight. And then Barber versus Blanchfield, another good matchup, man. The beginning of the card, the first 3 fights, actually the first 2 fights are like useless, but the third fight, Jordan Levitt, what is he by the sub here? What is Jordan Levitt by the sub? Plus 240, not horrible. Like, he's the favorite, and that's how he gets most of his fights done. Do they think Holbrook is going to, like, defend the submissions really well? Very interesting. Is he just going to hold him down? Is that what Levitt's going to do to get to a decision? I mean, his striking's gotten better. He's over there at Extreme Couture. Is he still at Extreme Couture? Let me see if I can't get the guys live here. I'm going to bear with me, people. Can't get them. Reconnect. There, reconnected. And we're almost done with the cigar. See if we can't get people into the stream. And these guys, they're not coming. They like it when I can call them in on the FaceTime. Right, which doesn't sound really good, doesn't work very good, but I figured out a cheat. I'm going to have a separate mic, and I'm going to put it next to a speaker. So if they're talking and we're doing it on FaceTime, the sound's going to be fixed that way. We'll see if that works. I doubt it. It's going to have this weird double sound if I do that, I think. But we're going to test it out. We are going to test it out. Yeah, I'm a little sore from yesterday. That's good. I'll have today as a rest day, and tomorrow I'll start do my squats and my walking again. Stair climbing. Crazy climber. Little exercise, people. What's up, baby? Yeah, you finally come in, Joey. Joey finally comes in. Horrible. What am I going to do with these people? Been live for an hour already, and Joey finally shows up. Joey's pick is in. We know what Joey's going to go for. I think Joey's going to take a risk on Ludovic Klein. Or will he take Jordan Levitt's submission? Plus 240 is not bad for Jordan Levitt. If he's the favorite, right, which Vegas has him as the favorite, he says the notifications don't alert him. Yeah. A lot of people have been having that problem with Facebook. I mean, Facebook will fucking alert you. You fucking Facebook, you better turn those Facebook alerts off on your phone. They'll be alerting you all goddamn day. But Facebook's dead. It's even dead for old people. Go there again. Are they using the saw? Joey, did you already go for your workout? Did Joey already work out? No, he's going right now. Yeah. Joey, you should work out outdoors. You don't need the gym. I mean, the gym is good. The gym's good for, like, the other amenities, for, like, the steam room, sauna. And it's nice to probably, like, work out. You're all sweaty, and before you go home, take a shower. So you don't have all that sweat fucking up your skin. And it's also probably good for your muscles. You could take a super cold shower before you drive home. Hop in, like, cool your muscles down. Do they have a cold bath there, Joey? But they probably have a cold shower for sure. By the sauna, they usually do. Or you can just hop in the shower and just hit the cold. Say cold is very, very important for weight loss. Yeah, sauna, steam room, straight to cold. Yeah, straight to cold. It's good for your muscles. Straight to the cold. Yeah, buy dinner. Actually, I won't need dinner, Joe. I'm making some food, and I only eat twice. That's not true. I'll have like a sandwich or a snack in the nighttime. That's what I've been doing. I'll have like my dinner really early, unfortunately, or fortunately, which I think is good. But what it started to do is that I get hungry like late, almost before I sleep, and that's not good. I'll have a sandwich or a large snack. And by snack, I mean like crackers, cheese, and some salami, or some olives and cheese and crackers. The crackers probably are bad, right? But yeah, I have dinner early. I have dinner like at 4 o'clock, lunch/dinner. I'm hungry. I'm hungry now. I wonder if my mom's probably pretty hungry too. Well, I made her a pretty decent breakfast, but she gives half of it to the dog. It's more than half of it to the dog. Yeah, see, I'm a cheap date, Joey. If you want to get steaks, we could just go to Texas Roadhouse. We don't even need to like go to a fancy steakhouse. Well, I don't mind the fancy steakhouse. Texas Roadhouse has decent meat. They have decent steaks there. For the price, you can't beat it. It's not the fanciest ambiance, right? Like you're not in a white cloth area, and some of the sides are not great at Texas Roadhouse. The bread's good. The cornbread they got, the cornbread, it's got like corn in it. It's pretty good. But the steaks are good there. Don't get the fish. I've had the shrimp, and the lobster tail is like really meager, not very good. Small, and it tastes like it's a little chewy. It's not as buttery. Yeah, it's holding up okay. I think the sale is going to work, and the configuration I have it, this covering I have for myself is going to work. He's saying Zach Reese, TKO, even money. Is that Zach Reese? Wait, where is that at? Zach Reese. Let me. Zach Reese, he says. Hammer the money line or the TKO line? Yeah. Oh, yeah. He had not got Todorovic. What is that? Yeah. Todorovic, I can't believe he's still in the UFC. Minus 110. Almost even money for the Zach Reese. Yeah, hammer that. That's not a bad idea. I can't believe they brought Todorovic back, but he's got no chin. That dude's got a glass chin. Yeah, for sure. I'm surprised Todorovic is still in the UFC. They brought him in as to lamb to the slaughter just to get knocked out. You know, they'll let people go like Alex Caceres, but they'll keep Todorovic. Right? I don't understand that. I bet it's just cheap. You know, he's cheap fighter. He's probably, Todorovic's probably only getting paid $15K, 15 and 15. He must just be a cheap fighter, which is stupid. Dusko had potential in his first couple fights, right? People were like on him. They were sold on him, but he fell off fast and hard. We're nubbing it. It burns nice and cool. All right, so that Joey's pick is in. Joey's pick is in. Zach Reese, the money line, or even the TKO minus 110. Minus 110. That's not bad. Even money, because Todorovic is one of the worst. Is the worst fighter on this card. Even worse than Brahimaj. The Todorovic is the worst fighter that has experience in the UFC. He has the worst fighter with the most experience on this card, by far, easily. Vera Chazon, that's a good fight. That's going to be a really good fight. I might almost like jump on Vera just if the line were bigger, if she were a bigger underdog. Because Chazon is not really a big ground game. She's gotten better at her ground game, right? She's big and lanky, but that's going to be a really good fight. People are underrating. They're expecting this card to be boring. I don't think this card is going to be boring. I think we're going to see some excitement. We're going to see some finishes. And Chazon is a semi-finisher, and so is Vera. That's a really, really good bout. Yeah, sleeper card for sure. Especially the first two fights are worthless, and after that, it's going to be a banger. There are going to be some really good fights on this. I don't know what these guys talking about. Oh, it's going to be boring. That people were saying that Klein Ladovit and Gamrot was going to be boring. Are you kidding me? When have either of those guys had a boring fight? Especially Ladovit Klein. That dude's always exciting. He always comes to bang. That dude is a monster. Ladovit Klein is one of those guys in a street fight. You want someone like Klein. He's got a chin. Yes, he's been knocked out like once or twice before, but he's got a chin, and he comes to scrap. That dude comes to scrap, and he's a monster. And so's Gamrot, but I like Klein in this dog position here. As a dog, I'm almost there. I wish you were like plus 200 or more. That would entice me to take a risk. But I think I might just do what you're saying, Joey, and go against Todorovic, because he's just so bad. And hope that Zach Reese can knock him out. And it doesn't take a lot to knock out fucking Dusty Todorovic. He's dusty. Dusty Todorovic. Dusty. Look at how small. And it's not hot. Burns through. Really great construction on those crown heads. Dusty Todorovic. Dusty motherfucker. And if he, oh man, I'll hate him even more. If he ends up winning, he burns me. Oh my God. I hate that guy, Todorovic. I already hate him. But I'm going to bet against him, and that's going to be my play too, Joey. I think I'm going to tell you there. I'm going to do the Reese TKO. I think that's worth a little something, you know. I think it's worth a little gamble there, because Todorovic that could be a boring fight, but nah, Todorovic, that chin, I could see he's got a great knockout face too, and then he limps. Like when he gets knocked out, his body just goes, or it just turns into like rubber. When he gets knocked out, he gets knocked out. He's out. He's sleeping on the canvas. When they say sleep, he really is sleeping. He ain't getting up right away. Todorovic stays there for a bit. He's fucking out. You know? A little tough there to get that. I guess I could go and get a little more coffee. The other guys didn't join in. I don't see Big A in the stream. My buddy Ray is not here. Maybe they're working. It's Saturday, though. Saturday, I don't know what they're... I know Big A is off on Saturday. A beautiful day outside, nice and sunny. I'm glad I put up the sail. Sailing, take me away. Whoa, 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 whoa. What do you guys know about the Christopher Cross, huh? Here, let me go get some more coffee. Let me get some coffee. Yeah, I haven't been sore in a long time. Oh, that coffee's good. So we're done with the cigar. I could have lit another one. I don't like to do that right away. Back-to-back cigars. So Macy Chazon, Vera, good fight. Chazon is like a sleeper though, man, and it's a stand-up affair. She's gotten a lot better. I gotta favor her a little bit, and so does Vegas. Right? Like Vegas has her. Right, like Vegas has her. Why is it doing that? Oh. Vegas has her. Oh well. It's almost even money. Plus 110. Yeah. It is a toss up there. That like Vegas knows that one's spec'd out really appropriately and accordingly. Chazon should be the slight favorite, but I think you could have gotten Caitlin for better money at a different point. Oh man, I can see my bald head. I can see the balding on the top. I see what my barber sees, the lack of hair up there. Not a lot left, right? Oh, I didn't even notice I'm getting a little. That's starting to go away. And we're at the 2-week mark. I would have gone to the barber. We're at the. I guess I could have waited another week. Thin hair. Never take a look at that. Never really see the top of my head. I got to take a look at it there. But I'm old. I'm old. Old man. Sun isn't going to be able to creep in here. This sail is the right spot to block out the sun. It's right over there right now. It's in the right spot. Yeah, I'm going to find out where the farmer's market is tomorrow. I got some cash on me. Although now they also use those farmers market. All the vendors are smart. They have the cubes, and they'll accept your credit card now. Your Chase Pay, your Apple Pay. You had a shower. I didn't shower yet because I didn't do anything. All I did was wake up, make breakfast for mom, and then walked the dog. Right, that's all I did. About better. Captain Pong Adventures. Captain Pong Adventures. What do you Pong? Captain, the captain's on me. Uh-oh. Somebody was going to call the captain. Yes, Captain. Captain's in the house. Josephus here. The farmer's market always has the freshest produce. Pronounced produzi. Yeah, the produzi. Yeah, they got the good produzi over there. I still use it right away because a lot of the farmers market stuff, what's great about their stuff is that it's all organic, right? It's fresh. You got to use it that week, fast. Don't sit on whatever you buy, whatever veggies or fruit you buy from the farmer's market. Use it in the first few days, the beginning of the week, or if you go tomorrow, the farmer's market, use it. Use it. I'm good, Captain Pong. We're good. I just finished a cigar. Right, we got the bands here. We bringing the band together. The bands are together. Does it show up that way if I go backwards? Right, upside down. Like, oh, we go. Yeah, no, we, you don't put it. Yeah, we put it that way. Right, crown heads. Another crown heads. Yeah, it's nice out here. It's nice. Just sitting outdoors. Can't complain. Like I said, I'm a little sore. I've been doing these little walks, and when on my walks, I do stairs. Like there are these 20 stairs at the park, and I just go up. I do 20 sets, or is it 20 set? 10 sets? 10 sets of 2 stair flights. So I go up one, and I walk weird. I do some squats on it, right? Walking angles up, and then I walk down, and then I'll squat down. Each step I'll do a squat, like walk to the side. I make a little workout out of just going up and down the stairs. I've always done that, and that's always been extremely effective for me. It's been good on my knee, which is odd normally because I have really bad knees, and yeah, it's been good. And I want to keep doing that to just build up the strength in my knees. And then you lose some weight and you gain some strength as you're doing that. I always did the Rocky stairs. Rocky had it right. He taught you a good exercise technique of just doing steps. Just doing steps. Oh, G11 misses me. Oh, man. Yeah, I know G11. I did G11, G9, G7. G side, G13. What was my other G when I did with the 2 ladies I did with? The other G side. Well, G11. But yeah, Captain Pong. Yeah, the sail is holding up okay, guys. I got the sail. I'm worried, like I said, I'm worried about that anchor point up there on the sail. Right? So getting a look at the sail. We put up the sail. All right, got the flowers growing. All right, some more. We're gonna have more flowers too. The cigar and the coffee. All right, there's a computer. There I am. Whoa, don't fall. Don't fall. Oh. Yeah, nice bird chirping away. Life's good. Free movies for you. Said hi. All right. Free movies for me. All right. Awesome. What movies? My girl wants to see the that's coming out. What's coming out? Oh, the new Karate Kid is going to be coming out. Oh, that's what scares me on that one. Oh, there it goes. The new Karate Kid's coming, and the new Lilo and Stitch is out. Everybody's checking that out. I like Lilo and Stitch, and I like the other one that's Moana. Moana was great. I watched that with my mom. That was a good ass movie. Someone says, yeah, they said it's good. The Lilo and Stitch and Karate Kid with Jackie Chan. I think that was a great idea. I bet that was Jackie Chan's idea. He's like, you know what? I'll do the next Karate Kid. Very smart of him. Right? Make it Asian. Get the Asian market in there. Bring in Ralph Macchio, the actual original Karate Kid. He means the Karate Kid. Yeah, I mean, let's see how they change it, right? They're going to change. It's hard to beat the original Karate Kid, except for the show. The show was awesome. Cobra Kai. I watched the first 2 seasons of Cobra Kai, and after that, it just got ridiculous. But the first 2 seasons, because you're dealing they connected the old movie so fucking well. It was so good. I don't know if you guys ever seen the original movie or movies, right? The second Karate Kid was horrible, but the first one was awesome. Classic. You could always watch that with Pat Morita or whatever it was, the wax on, wax off. Like when that first came out, nobody knew what was going on. You know, when he was having him do the work and stuff, it just came out of nowhere. Right? Nobody knew that, like, oh, and everybody wanted action, and it was like, what is he doing? You know, but that was really good. Yeah, and I could read, like having the laptop here, I'm able to read the comments a little better, which is sweet. Look at this, is not belly now. It's some belly still, but this is all just, you know. They don't flag me for that. I mean, they cancel the stream. I think they would cancel it now. We're losing the belly fat. It's gotten smaller. Used to be a lot bigger. Little by little. And that's the hardest stuff to lose, right? The belly fat. That's always been hard for me. Even if I'm like at my natural weight, the belly fat's always the last part to go. Last part to go. The belly fat. Coffee. But thanks, Captain, for coming in. Thanks for free movies. Ilya Topuria, free movie is asking about Ilya Topuria. Ilya Topuria is a monster, but he's stupid to go up to 155 right away. I don't know why people want to do that. Yes, it is a legacy, and it is cool to chase that second belt, but jumping up in weight classes like that, like, and I see how good Volk did against Makhachev, right? His first fight, he did fantastic, right? He still lost, not dominated, right? Everybody is giving Volk credit just because he survived, right? And nobody is taking Makhachev. And look at what he did to Oliveira. And, you know, did he do the same thing to Poirier? Yeah, like it's just tough going up a weight class and getting that belt. You got to pick the right person. And I think Topuria was dumb to do that. I think he should have waited for other guys to come up, the smaller dudes to come up and try to challenge him. You know, wait for Merab to come up. You know, wait for Sean O'Malley to come up, or invite him to come up, right? Give O'Malley a chance. Like, okay, you don't have to fight for that against Merab. I'm not going to wrestle you. I'm going to, you know, stand and strike with you and give you a title shot. Like, I think Ilya is just really well-rounded, really, really good fighter, but he was stupid to go up to 155 right away. There's no point. You're getting paid the same money anyways. Like, Dana isn't giving you a raise because you go up a weight class. Or maybe, are they able to, here's a good question. Do they get a new contract if they go up? I don't think so. If they go up in weight class, I don't think they get a new contract. So they're still fighting for the same money. Why would you go up and risk something? Right? Stay clean out your division and clean it out again. Like, do what John Jones did in the light heavyweight division. He stayed there for a decade. Fought everybody and fight people that are coming up and just wait it out. Fight once, twice a year. Fight whoever they tell you and just stay at your weight class. And Dana has no problem doing that. But Ilya Topuria, I think he's just drinking a little bit of his own Kool-Aid. Big mistake going up. He's going to have problems against any of those other fighters. Justin Gaethje, he'll have problems with. He's going to have problems with Oliveira, right? He'll have problems with even though he's retiring, Dustin Poirier he had problems with. At Max, right, that was a good, smart fight, right? But Max isn't a true 155er, right? So him going up, I think, is just too risky. But I like Topuria. Right? I like Ilya Topuria. I think he's well-rounded. I think he's just made a poor decision going up a weight class to fight dudes when he didn't really have to, and he's not getting paid any more money. But a lot of these guys fight for their legacy, and you already have, if you're a UFC champion, you already have a legacy. You know, look how long it took George St. Pierre to go up a weight class. Look how long it took Anderson Silva to go up a weight class. You know, they waited till the end of their careers, the very, very end. And in George St. Pierre's case, he did it in a special circumstance. Like, he knew that he could beat Bisping because he had challenged him before. He'd fought him a long time before, so he knew what he was getting into, right? And I don't think Topuria is in that same boat, right? Topuria hasn't trained with the multitudes of people that George St. Pierre has. So George St. Pierre was just better prepared, just made a good move. And he had a new contract doing it, right? So that's my thing there. All right, we're still live here. But yeah, Topuria was just dumb. Stay at your weight class, fight those dudes, make that money. Who cares if he's fighting guys and he's like, oh, he's cleaned out the division? Well, there's going to be somebody else he could fight, right? Ursig wants to come up, let him come up, you know? Pantoja wants to come up and fight him, fight Pantoja, right? Like, fight these other guys, have them come up. You stay where you're at. And same for Pantoja and those other guys. Stay where you're at. Stay, even Merab, stay where you're at, dude. Just keep on fighting at your weight class and fight who the UFC tells you, make your money, stay as champion, even if you're there for a few years. It's still a challenge. No fight in the UFC at that level, a championship fight, is never a give me, right? That's why I think the line with Merab and O'Malley shouldn't be where it's at. It's not a gimme. O'Malley still has that striker's chance, that, you know, that knockout power. It's still there, and he has that chance. So, you know, O'Malley is, you know, people are underrating him. I don't think we're overselling Merab. Merab is what he is. He is the machine. Yeah, and my lunch is going to be pretty easy in terms of making the rice. I put it in the rice cooker. Love the rice cooker. No one else is participating. Nobody else. We're still here, guys. We're still here. Still here on the stream. Joey's at the gym lifting the weights. Yeah, my legs are nice and sore. That's good. I haven't been sore in years. I really haven't worked out, and I still haven't lifted weights in years. And if I go to the gym, the chances are I won't lift I'll do the dumbbells and kettlebells. I probably won't lift any weights per se. And then I'll lift more for movement. You know, I'll do the touch butt exercising that Conor McGregor doesn't like. Conor should have kept on doing the touch butt stuff. Playing touch butt in the park. You know, they're playing touch butt in the park. Right? Man, I mean, Conor did have Nate fucked up the first couple rounds. It's just he faded, you know. Those later rounds, Conor gassed, and that allowed Nate to fucking start tagging him. And you see Nate, if there's a 10-round fight, Nate Diaz is one of the guys, not anymore, but when he was a few years ago, there was a fight with no time limit. Always bet on Nate Diaz. I don't care how much money I lost. I lost with, and was it Usman? No, with Edwards. I spent a lot of money, right? I went with Nate Diaz, even though he was losing. I was like, man, he could finish in the third round. And they gave me like plus 2,200. I was like, you know what? I threw 100 on it. Like, I'm going to take that risk because he could do it. All right, people. I guess I don't need to leave the stream. Just going to be sitting here. Said I'm a little hungry, but lunch doesn't take very long to make. I already got most. I got the chile rellenos already made. I just have to reheat those, steam some veggies, right? Some tortillas. The salsa's already made. Chicken's already made. Reheat the chicken. Yeah, we're good. We're good. We're going to be fine. Some of the pork I have. We're going to have a good little lunch. I won't be hungry later on. Free movies for you says, what do you think is a Jones lifestyle? I mean, despite the lifestyle, he's been able to do what he's been doing. Where I think it's stupid for him is that eventually that money disappears. And where Jones is smart, he doesn't have that lavish lifestyle that Mayweather has. He could have had a better lifestyle, and he had to pay off some people, right? But he could have been a more persistent champion, and he could have really elevated the sport. Jones lost, the sport lost out because Jones fucked up. Not just him. He's still doing fine. He's still a millionaire. I don't know how much those Russians paid him to go over there and do like the Russian version of Ultimate Fighter in Thailand. He got paid a lot of money for that, I bet. So he's still making money, but he lost his Nike contract. He lost his Gatorade contract, right? He lost like that. Those are huge, 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 huge sponsors, right? And then Jones could have had his own like clothing line. Like he could have started his own thing. He could have really been like a Michael Jordan type figure in the sport of MMA, and his lifestyle cost him that. So it cost him that really long-term big money, but I think he's done everything he's needed to do, and he still lives good, right? And not all these fighters, like you give these fighters a little too much credit. Not all of them are clean people. Like you got to be a little fucked up in the head and have some issues, right? Drug issues and mental issues to be a fighter, and that's why a lot of them end up in jail, right? One of the guys that escaped from New Orleans was an MMA UFC guy, right? So at least he's out of jail. He's not in jail. But I think someday, because he's fucked up in the head and he's just fucked up mentally. It's not because of CTE, because Jones hasn't been punched a ton. Even in his workouts, he hasn't been hit so much, I don't think, like when he's training. So Jones he could have been retired right now, been on the desk, right? Because he's got a good look. He isn't a bad speaker. He could have had a desk job. He could have been set. And I think he is set. I just think that mentally something's there where he could still end up in jail or have, something's wrong with the guy. And it's going to eventually, his own lifestyle and his own mentality is going to get him into a point where he's in problems again. Right? He hasn't escaped those problems. And DC was saying that. That's why DC still harps on him. DC still attacks him, because look at DC's life. He could have had the life that DC had. Right? Coach, successful coach, very successful as a UFC commentator on the Ultimate Fighter. Like basically DC took all the scraps of what John Jones could have had. Right? What does it say? Yeah. He could have had DC took it all. Right? And now DC is like one of the faces of the UFC, has more legacy than John Jones to an extent. We'll see what happens. I'm more curious to see how the UFC treats him once he leaves. And I think John Jones is going to make the mistake and do like a BK. He's going to do something wrong, and he's going to do something to tarnish his legacy. So I hope not. I hope I'm wrong. Right? But I don't think so. Free movies for you. Hit up the likes, people. Hit the likes up. The more likes I get, the better. Maybe YouTube will send me more people on these streams. But yeah, we're at the hour and a half mark. That should be pretty good. Hour and a half mark. That should be pretty good. If there are not any more questions or anybody else participating, I might just drop off. Had enough coffee. And anchor's holding up. I think we're okay. It doesn't look like it's doing anything bad. The wind's not horrible. But yeah, but the UFC is struggling right now because the UFC just doesn't have those stars. It doesn't have somebody that could be on the Gatorade, right? We haven't even seen any fighters on the Modelo commercials lately, right? Even their own sponsors, we don't see, other than even Monster. When was the last time you saw a Monster commercial with like UFC fighters? It doesn't happen, right? Like even their own sponsors, they're not, other than Toyo Tires, which is garbage, right? Nobody's utilizing the fighters. Thank you for your answers. No, thank you for the questions, man. I appreciate your participation, man. I usually get nobody in here, so it's cool to have some people to bounce ideas and bounce stuff around. It makes it a lot easier. Sucks I finished my cigar, but that's the way it is. But yeah, like You know, the UFC is struggling right now, but the UFC is not struggling in terms of star power, but they're not struggling financially. Right now, they're renegotiating their TV contract or their cable contract or streaming contract, and they're going to get paid. You know, the UFC is going to get billions of dollars for their product because it's a sound product. It's solid. It's got its viewership. It's growing slightly, probably not as fast as it once did, right? So UFC doesn't care about the pay-per-views. Everyone's like, the pay-per-view stuff is, they don't care about that. They just care about selling to Amazon, selling to Netflix, TNT. You know, ESPN, I think, is done. That contract's going to be done, and ESPN's going to fuck up. They're going to realize, like, once UFC's gone, my ESPN Plus contract is done. Actually, that's not true because you get it bundled. The ESPN, if you get it bundled with Hulu and Disney, it's worth it, right? But a lot of people, I think, are going to leave ESPN Plus when the UFC leaves it. And I haven't seen the numbers, but I bet their numbers aren't horrible. But they can't be great because ESPN is like, all right, fine, just take off. But we're gonna see. We're gonna see. All right, people, I'm going to end the stream here. I appreciate anybody that's come through. Thank you so much for joining. If you made it this far, you are about better. Good luck on your fights. I think the main fights to watch. Okay, the Joey's pick, I'm going to tail him. Reese KO, I might throw something on Klein Ladovit. Hopefully that number could increase, but I like Klein Ladovit to upset Gamrot, and that's just purely from a gambling perspective. I wish it were a bigger line that gave me more juice on more meat on Klein Ladovit, but I think he could stuff the takedowns. He's got great hands, good chin, great kicks, better gas lately, so I think he's a live dog. And I'm not going to bet it. Right? I might go, is it Justin Levitt? What's his? Jordan Levitt. Jordan Levitt submission. Plus 240 is not horrible for his submission. If they have him as the favorite, right? They have Jordan Levitt as a minus 218 favorite. And his method, generally, the way he wins is via submission. It's not great on the feet. He doesn't want to stay on the feet, really, even though he got a lucky knockout once, right? So those are my picks. If you made it this far, you are about better. Thanks so much. Have a great weekend if you don't hear from me again soon. But we will be going live again. We will be live. We will be live. Hit the like button. Comment. Subscribe.